Them there, here, sir.
Why ya. It is I again, you don't know, G-Terra representing. I'm say big blessings, big love, respect, wonderful Sunday evening to everybody. You know me, I say Sunday night I touchdown now. Hoping you have a lovely Sunday dinner and a full up on a belly, not too much flesh. Y'all big up on yourself, people. You don't know. Respect and love to everybody. Will subscribe, like, share, comment, feedback, and it's very important that you give feedback to the narrative. Right about now, we're going in. Me that got touched upon Soul Flow TV video a couple years ago, but me decide say me go broke down the reasoning on the BUNNY WAILER letter, where BUNNY WAILER sent to Ghana and Nigeria and all type of places. BUNNY sent over a letter to the country. I tell them say, yo, Rita corrupt. Now, these are the words of BUNNY WAILER. And then I say, Neville O'Reilly. Wait, can you go? O'Reilly. Neville O'Reilly Livingston. Yeah, man, a theme words, them. It's not I and I words, see me? And first of all, I'm there for defamation. When I deal with defamation of no character, when I tear down people, when I deal with no type of business like that. So all of this is like soap opera too, over here, see me? Even though Rasta don't really deal with soap opera, me know how things said sometimes. But right about now, very interesting topics. You know what I say? And we are talk about them things because based upon this movie thing, you come in like them want paint Bob Marley or some playboy. And we know say any man we a real man we love woman, love pum pum. I love woman, brother. That is a natural thing for any king, any man want woman. And when we realize now for the chichi man them in the world, them love spin the narrative, them to make it look like it wrong. For man love woman and want some pum pum. Or when you want woolly bite. You know? I say it though. But we're not there to talk about that right now. We can address that on a different topic, different conversation. We can do a video about it. But here we go. We are talking about BUNNY WAILER letter. Alright, make we start out. I'm going to read it because I'm not even go a Soul Flow for body and video. I'm going to read it myself. Without being on the camera. Yeah. Straight. So I say, yo, the man say, Neville O'Reilly Livingston, CD, appointed the Order of Distinction, Class of Commander, from the government of Jamaica, respectively, PK, BUNNY WAILER, survivor of the Wailers, also consisting of the late Robert Nesta, OM, Rock, Hall of Fame, inductee, Bob Marley, Winston, Hubert McIntosh also, Peter Tosh, respectively. Alright, people, we are going right now. I'm going to read the intro to this writing, and I want to say, before I even go any further, Bob Marley get knock off people. A lot of people want to say, oh, he got sick. Oh, he got cancer. He just got cancer. Some people say, oh, he smoked and got the cancer. Bro, there's a lot of stories going around about this. And I could clear up some of the ear people. Bob Marley get knock off, bro. They knock Bob Marley down, bro. Think about everybody live their healthy life. People get old and gray. You have people who have been here, same age as Bob Marley, same school. My mom is one of them. She's still here. People are still here, bro. So when these people just die so early, energetic people too, powerful energy people, bro, they got knocked off. Okay, so let's stop doubting that Bob Marley was killed. Bob Marley didn't just die from no cancer. Bob Marley was executed. Bob Marley was a targeted and killed. They tried to shoot him before, him escaped that, then flee him again. This was a deep cover-up murder, if you ask me. So let's just get into the reading. This is my opinion. As far as what I say about him execution, but apart from that, now we can get into the reading of BUNNY WAILER letter, alright? And let's just start from here. I'm done telling you. My opinion, Bob Marley got knocked, executed, killed, targeted, definitely. Alright? So remember these things when you watch the movie and think of the sweetness and everything just sweet. Remember the revolution. Remember why he was killed. Why would they aim at him? Why would they target him? These are things you need to think about. Alright, people, so let's get into it. Let's go. Man say, I BUNNY WAILER. Herein and hereby addressing the government of Ghana surrounding the performances of Lord Christopher Blackwell and Rita, so-called Marley, respectively. Why have the strange and questionable practices of people such as Lord Christopher Blackwell and Rita presently choosing Africa to do and accomplish their filth and abominable works? In South Africa, where Rita was caught and charged for smuggling a very large diamond, precious stone of some sort, in the private part of her vagina, and was bailed by Lord Christopher Blackwell for approximately the sum of 28 million Jamaican dollars. Presently, they have both entered and ventured into another African state of Ghana, where they both have again illegally engaged themselves into another dangerous violation of African laws. For both Blackwell and Rita, who have presently established a Studio One recording and distribution company without the legitimate right and permission from the present owners and administrators in Jamaica of Studio One recording company to do so. It was therefore become a very serious and illegal venture surrounding Lord Christopher Blackwell and Rita respectively. Therefore, it is the duty and responsibility for the government of Ghana to investigate these activities surrounding both these people in Ghana doing what they are doing without being stopped and questioned by the government of Ghana. I personally think that Rita should be also sent to the government of South Africa, where she is wanted for smuggling. Rita must also be investigated based on her illegality surrounding the African designer whom she began a relationship with there in Africa and robbed this family of all the African heritage that their son, along with his family, had, somehow made known to Rita, who organized and robbed the African family of their traditional wealth, causing Rita's African victim to crash and die suicidally, while Rita still walks free to continue doing her vicious illegalities in Africa. This then makes Rita committing herself in 3 African states without being arrested and interrogated to exhibit the wrongs that she has been allowed to do, and violating laws that governs these countries of Africa and Africans home and abroad, that both Rita and Lord Christopher Blackwell aims to violate further if they are not stopped and arrested for these ugly and vicious crimes. These 2 people are responsible for, they will set out and aim to do so in Africa. If they are not stopped, jailed and imprisoned by the African states that they have so far together apart robbed and also have caused the suicidal death of a free living son of Africa and robbery of his family's wealth by Rita. Blackwell and Rita, in accumulating their wealth, are suspected of committing several murders here in Jamaica and other territories of the world in the death of Robert Nesta Marley, O.M., Winston Hubert McIntosh, Peter Tosh, Jeffrey Dixon, and Wilton Dot Brown, along with injuring Carlton Santa Davis, Peter's drummer, Free Eye's wife Yvonne Dixon, and Marlene Brown, respectively. These are the kind of vicious crimes and cruel murders suspiciously done to these people, and without Blackwell and Rita being arrested and investigated for these murders and injuries done to these people, with Rita using also Dennis Lepo Loban to commit her vicious crimes and to be sought. Wow. Even the death of Rita's father and aunt, who also died very suspiciously under Rita's control and performance in establishing Rita Marley's music, which was confiscated by the USA government after she was being tried, along with her lawyer David Steinberg and Marvin Zolt, her accountant, respectively, when all previous Robert Marley's wealth of US $30 million given to Rita by Don Taylor to divide among and passed on to Robert Nesta's children and family, which Rita didn't, and ended up being tried in the USA for these vicious crimes committed by Rita and her accomplices, including her Jamaican lawyer, Mr. Michael Hilton, in the confiscation of Robert Marley's wealth, and is still suspiciously watched by the government of the USA. Therefore, Chris Blackwell and Rita are vicious criminals in as far as their actions surrounding these mentioned activities and people are concerned. It is therefore now the time for these people to be stopped before they are allowed to commit more vicious crimes of murder and otherwise in Africa and to Africans home and abroad. They must all be stopped and put away permanently. Now, people may ask a question. Why the blood clot would freaking Bunny Wailer come up with so much ras clot information for say, how are they, brother? You know why I pull back them information of people? Why would Bunny Wailer come up with so much ras clot information for this Mr. Christopher Blackwell and Miss Rita Marley? Tell me that. And that me I try to find out. Now you tell me so the man sit down and make up all of their story. Bro, them sound like things what the man know and just decide say I'm not gonna talk about for years and just decide say one day, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it now. I put it out before. You know. People you never want to leave the world in a suspense. If you ask me. I don't know enough of them. But me I tell you that's what it feel like. The vibes from this reading feel like this man never want to leave the world in a suspense. So I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to out the things and show them how what go on, you know, the corruption. Because more time people corrupt and you don't know enough people. Remember say corrupt people hide under smile and pretense, you know. Remember say if them never catch Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, he would have nyam couple more man ratted, you know, balls, everything, you know, nyam them toe and their foot and everything, you know. You understand? And him smile and go on like him innocent too before them catch him, remember? Jeffrey Dahmer, yes, I go on like him nice. Until he ready for poison you and eat you by the balls. No, I'm saying that, I'm just saying, why would Bunny Wailer couple that? I don't know, but me now go put no trust in a Chris Blackwell. Me not put no trust in a nobody, black or white, to say you're a perfect angel without knowing. There's no evidence for me to say these things. I'm not a police either. And if me did all have evidence, me not harass them, because me not Babylon. And me not in a them thing about. This is an interesting rascal letter that me I try telling the people, Bunny Wailer, yo. Anyway, you said they're vicious, man. So, you know, even with Peter Tosh, damn, you know, like, you have to think about it, you know, something that go on in the middle of that. There was a hate. There's a hatred that go on for Peter Tosh when Bob Marley passed, and we see it fall out as far as the story goes, because I wasn't born and everything, but as far as the story goes, from back then it come back and bite Peter Tosh over the time and come back and kill him, and them set him up with somebody him know, the leper brother there, yeah. So they must say Rita Marley is a mafia woman basically, you know. That they must say, you know, because she in the money business, the money thing, and the connections and lawyer and them do mafia business for get things done, including kill people, for get money. You don't know people, me don't know who is who, me just say. Anyway, Mr. Bunny Wailer, this I say, that I say. Alright, the man said, myself and Robert had already belonged to a family with my father, Mr. Thaddeus Livingston, and Robert's mother, Mrs. Malcolm Booker, prior to her being married and having a daughter named Pearl Livingston, of whom I, Bunny Wailer, and Robert Nesta Marley Owen are Pearl's brother. Prior, Robert and myself becoming the Wailers in 1964, professionally working with the Coxsone Studio 1. Respectively, it wasn't until the Wailers started to work for Coxsone Studio 1 in 1964 that Robert, Peter, and myself, Bunny, the Wailers, were then acquainted to Rita, just having a baby named Sharon, feeding from her mother Rita's breast, while still inviting a member of the Wailers, Peter Tosh, to her Rita's sexual activities. Then afterwards, it was Robert, having returned from the USA in 1966 after being married to Rita, who tried to invite Robert and even myself, Bunny, to the father of Cedella. What? To be the father of Cedella. Oh, so she invite them to be Cedella's father. Either one of them. Whom in reality was Mortimer Planner's child. Holy crap. So Mortimer Planner, baby, that Robert, in his frustration surrounding Cedella, and with I also being counted as her dad already, set by Rita and Planner. Before I, Bunny Wailer, returned from Richmond Farm Prison in September 1968, Robert, confused by Rita's performance with her daughter, Cedella, scared Robert into complete frustration, making him to remove his dreadlocks from his head and threw both the ring, marriage certificate, and his trimmed dreadlocks into the Caribbean Sea, which I, Bunny Wailer, hold as facts until Rita have proven otherwise. For I, Bunny Wailer, to believe that she, Rita, is still a Marley. Blood, nah, brother. Serious. Voila, voila. You have to take a breath before you even read no more than thing. Alright, I could finish off a little. Alright. 30 years after the killing and death of Robert Nesta Marley O.M., Blackwell is also seriously suspected as being responsible for giving to Diane Jobson the drug that made Robert's mom, Mrs. Malcolm Booker, sleep to death in St. Anne. These and more could be their crimes if they are not stopped, arrested, charged, and penalized for these ugly and vicious crimes already done by Blackwell, Rita, and Diane Jobson, who must all be arrested, questioned, and when proven guilty are all to be sentenced and sent to prison, or also be executed for their vicious and cruel crimes, killings, robbery, and illegal establishment of the Coxsone Studio 1 recording and distribution complex there in Ghana, respectively. It has also been brought to my attention of Rita focusing her evil plans on Ethiopia. But I would like for Ethiopia to know Rita's deep and criminal intentions of associating herself with Lord Christopher Blackwell to do so many wrong things in their relationship with Africa. That makes me to wonder what's next. My interest that I have also filed a writ against Coxsone Studio 1 in the USA for 30 million USD on behalf of the Wailers, respectively. I therefore look forward to seeing the wonderful land and people of Africa, which includes Ghana and South Africa, in my upcoming inaugural visit to Africa, respectively. One love, one heart. Let's stay together and make it right. Neville O'Reilly Livingston, aka Bunny Wailer. Seeing? So in the year what Bunny Wailer said, brother, and in this letter here now, I want some people to know. Me don't know none about this some yeah, but the interesting topic goes on. I'm telling you this, people. I don't know where you come up with so much information for blood now put out about Rita Marley and Christopher Blackwell if him never know something or something never bug him on the back burner from long time about the whole thing. You have to respect people, bro, in them age. No matter how old you think him is, maybe he knew some things and him just couldn't not put it out there before, and there's a time he say, fuck it. Him no business no more. You understand? So, you know, you never know. So you just gonna know. There you go. There you have it. Like, subscribe, share. That was the Bunny Wailer letter. So I wanna know what the man think about Rita and Christopher Blackwell. You know what? I feel say Bunny Wailer know all of them things why I must say in a letter from him long time. From, I believe, say, the things he said, he had a knowledge of for years. But him never want a gunshot. Straight up with people. Me I telling you that. Me believe say him never say nothing because him believe say him would get gunshot. Because him see Peter Tosh get gunshot. And him see how them trail down Bob Marley and deal with Bob Marley. So him probably didn't have fear for him life. So him never say nothing. So him probably just get tired for worry about it and lose the fear and say, you know what, I'm going to tell everything I know. Because let me tell you something about older people. Not all old people are fool and have Alzheimer's and all this. Some old people are very sharp and know everything what going around them. My auntie right now, 87, 88-year-old, and she, if you see how she move like a 25-year-old, you're frightened. So listen to me, people. Oh man, this is tough. But you know, like I say, it's becoming like a Rasta soap opera to blow them people I deal with. I tell you, because when you really check it, you know, you look up to the people and you love your people, and boy, when you look, some of them will do some evil things for money, you know. Because you know, like some Nazi Germany boy come kill Peter Tosh, you know, is a black man come shoot Peter Tosh, you know. So when you look how black people deal with each other based on money, politics, or them get buyout, somebody set them up to do something to them one people. You get what I say? Get set up all the time. So maybe Bunny Wailer was just afraid and didn't want to say anything earlier. And then him come out later on before him pass. But notice how him pass, somebody mentioned how he passed that it was suspect that, you know, him get terminal illness after making mention of such and such in him old age. Him did alright and healthy and then all of a sudden. But you know, we don't know people. It's so much we don't know. And this is it remains a fact that no matter how we do them vlogging and we talk about certain things, there are always gonna be a lot of things that we just don't know, and we probably will never get the fullness on it. Okay, like Bob Marley say, half that story has never been told. Now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. But you know what I say, yo, big up Peter Tosh, big up Bunny Wailer, big up Bob Marley, same way, the living legend them, the icon them, not living legend, but them passing now still. But they're still living legends in the musical sense. They live on through the music. But yeah, man, I say respect and love to everybody that watch, share, and comment on these videos. Thank you for your feedback. Tell me what you think about this information. What you think about the whole thing. Was this the reason why the movie did not make too much mention of Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer? Because them did a burn the fire and did know something from way back then. Because if you check out Peter Tosh also, he was very feisty toward the whole Marley think I did know he was very close to Bob, so him never really have the same look what everybody else have with Bob. So you can look how Peter was just dealing with the situation after Bob had passed. It's like him care, but him never too. He was burning a fire. It's like him know some things and him did that. You remember him burn out Christopher. You remember him call Christopher Blackwell white worse, you know. Him call him white worse. Chris Thief, him call him Christ Thief, yeah, white worse. So, you don't have to just know about them little things then, them details there, okay? Because this movie that just came out the other day pretty much painted Bob as this playboy and Rita as a saint. When, you know, Bunny Wailer have other things to say about that while he was alive. And this happened, I thought, about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. It's been a while, okay? So look up and research some of the things that you know, was said in this letter and see if you don't find them in the news. See if you don't find these reports in the news of Rita being held with precious stones coming out of Africa. Christopher Blackwell involved. I am bail her out at jail. Think about these things, people, okay? Why the movie didn't mention these? They have to cut out and pretty up themselves. They're so angelic, oh, cute little people. Like, subscribe, and share, comment, and stay tuned for more. Much respect and love for everybody out there. One love, no schooling.